Good morning, y'all. It is Monday. Don't mind my eye situation. I've got glue remover on my lashes so I don't pull them off. But I am finally home and I'm so glad to be home. This morning, I'm feeling burnt out. Last night, I was feeling burnt out. At the B&B, I told you guys, I was feeling burnt out already. Like, I have been tired. I've been trying to wean off caffeine, and I don't know if that's playing a role, but I am definitely I don't feel great. I don't feel too high. I could be PMSing, PMDDing. I don't know. I could probably test my hormones and find out, which I need to do anyways because I'm collaborating with this brand. But this morning, I started off doing laundry. I uploaded 2 YouTube videos. That's 2 things already knocked out, and it's 7:49 a.m. You guys are used to seeing me wake up at the ass crack of dawn at 4:30 in the morning, and I probably still will have mornings like that, but I think I'm going to start. Daylight savings has hit, right? So by the time I usually would be in bed at 8:30, it's still light outside, and my body does not like to really sleep knowing that there is still daylight to be had. Same thing with the mornings. If it feels like the middle of the night at 4 a.m. because nobody's like, you know what I'm saying? I know it feels like that anyways, but there's a difference with daylight savings. So my whole point being, you're probably going to see me start my days an hour or 2 later because of daylight savings, and then end my nights an hour or 2 later. Because that's just kind of how my body kind of works with the circadian rhythm, you know, like whenever the sun is up, I'm up, and whenever it's down, I'm probably going to be down unless it's the early morning. So you'll kind of see that shift in my life as well. That's kind of just how it works. But what am I doing today? I'm going to keep it slow pace. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to chill. I'm going to just take it slow and just try to tell myself to get things done, but it's not a huge deal to rush through them. And you know what I mean? Like, I literally got myself a coloring book and shit because I'm like, my stress is just, I feel like I'm so stressed out. I know the coffee wasn't helping. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday with food, I was really bad about it. I was like emotionally eating, and then I went to sleep, had a dream about my brother, and woke up just like grieving, and I wanted to cry last night too, but I was just like, I don't know if this is fucking PMS or like why I feel like I just want to cry. Like, I just came back from a vacation, just met a new friend, like, you know, life was just good a few days ago. What happened? But I'm like, it has to be like a hormone thing, caffeine thing, a burnout thing. So it's just a lot going on all the time, and my time, I'm very busy. Very busy. This weekend I've got plans. The weekend after that I have plans. The week after that I have plans. And so I'm like, I'm so booked up and busy, which is a blessing. I love that. But that's why I'm like, okay, I can take some days in between to just kind of chill. We're thinking about, you know, the fatigue relaunch and all types of stuff. So I'm definitely trying to be nice to myself, trying to be good to myself. I still have clothes back there I need to fold, but that's because I have clothes in the washer that need to go in the dryer. And then when they're all done, then I'm going to go in there and fold. I have also really been thinking about adding a new tattoo. I just don't really have any great ideas. Like, I don't want to have a whole copy and paste of everything that everybody else has. So I've been really trying to sit and think about where or what I want to put in this gap right here. I've got a fairly small gap, but I've been thinking about a few ideas, like a game over concept, because my motto is that life is a video game. And so I wanted to put something that symbolizes like, okay, life ends and at some point the game is over, so play it well while you're here. There's that idea. There's also a parallel universe idea that I just woke up with this morning because I was literally, I was in my dream, like I said, with my brother. My brother shows up in my dreams, and that's the only time that I ever dream is when I start seeing the 777s everywhere, which was his thing, right? Like, I literally have it on my knee. When I start seeing that everywhere, I wave at it all the time. I'm like, hey, whatever, boom. But I've seen a bunch of them more recently, and then I dream, and I never dream, but when I do, my brother is always in my dream, and we're always doing something that either we would have done or something that we were planning on doing. Like the last thing that he said that he wanted to do with me was to go to lunch with just me and him, because I was in a relationship for 8 years, and my boyfriend at the time was one of his best friends, closest friends, and his co-worker, so they were always together. And he basically was just like, I'm with you guys both all the time, but I never get to spend time one-on-one with you, so me and you, we need to go to lunch or whatever. And that was one of the last times I talked to him, and we never got to do that. So in my dream last night, we went and got food, and we went to an Asian spot, which we had never done before. And I was just like, yeah, I woke up in shambles, babe. But I'm like, I woke up and I was like, if I feel so strongly about this and he could just keep showing up in my dreams, he must be doing well. And we had a parallel universe thing. That's why, like, literally the tattoo is him, like, or an astronaut in space. We were very much spiritually connected, like, with space in a certain sense. And we used to talk about parallel universes. When we took shrooms together, we were seeing the same wavelengths in the earth. Like, it was crazy. We were so, like, locked in. I know to some people it sounds fucking crazy, the types of shit that we would, like, talk about or believe in, but he was really big into space and universes and black holes and stars, and I was too. It was funny. But I'm like, in another life, in another universe, in another multiverse and parallel universe, we are going to lunch and getting, Asian food, and it's just showing up in my dream as like a forecast, Sorry if I sound crazy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just makes me feel better to think he's alive somewhere, living his life up, sober and happy and skating and all types of shit. But anyways, I'm gonna get my day started. I'm about to be on my second cup of coffee, but it is half calf still, mind you. I brewed half calf. I might do decaf next time, or I still have 3 fucking bags of coffee. I might just have to go through those and mix the decaf with the calf until all of that is through, because I hate wasting stuff. But let's see where our day takes us. Like, bro, I'm most definitely depressed today, and I don't know why, bro. But every time I'm depressed, I be wanting to go get tatted. I don't know. I would honestly so much rather be asleep right now. I'm getting ready to fall asleep because I hate feeling depressed. I would rather sleep through it than feel it. And I'm really feeling like it's a hormone thing. But I don't know. I guess we'll always find out after the fact. But it just doesn't fucking help, bitch. It doesn't help that your day be bad as fuck for no reason. And it's cold as fuck outside. Yesterday was 90 degrees and people were at the pool. It's freezing this morning. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit was wild. Like, the sun would have been cool today. I probably would have been taking a nap under the sun at least. Then the sun helps more than fuzzy blankets. Won't lie. I did not end up taking a nap. I'm going outside to hoop. Yep. Cause I clearly just need to be outside, but it is freezing. So I'm gonna go do something to work up a sweat. So I went outside to hoop. It was windy. I put my phone on a tripod, and the phone blew over, cracked my screen on the brand new phone that I just bought. Then, it's been a long day. Then the wind stopped, and I was like, okay, let me try to put it in a different spot. I covered it from the wind. The wind came from a whole different direction, blew it over on the back side, and scratched the back camera. And so I was like, I'm fucking done. Now I've been sitting in my car for about an hour, editing a couple of clips together and just, like, uploading and stuff. I feel like fucking shit. And then, with the whole Bali stuff, I gotta keep promoting that. Like, I can't really slow down. I have to keep just thugging. I might take a good nap today. I don't know. I don't want to be inside, but I also don't know where else to go, because I feel like shit, look like shit. Don't want to sit in nobody's establishment or cafe or nothing looking like this. Feeling like this. I don't know, bro. It might just be one of them days that I just, like, I don't know. Brain fog is through the fucking roof, too. I don't know. So it's 3 p.m. I've taken, like, a 5-10 minute nap. Some reason I can't stay asleep. Like, it's just hard for me to sleep during the day. But I came over here, I started coloring in my coloring book with like acrylic paint. I'm not that good at it, and it was kind of like boring me. Because I prefer, I guess, color pencils or crayons, because you have to be very precise with the paint, because the paint is so like it has amazing coverage. So if you go over a black line, it all looks like shit. Then I was like, okay, fuck that, I'm gonna open up my doodle book, my blank doodle book, and literally just draw some shit. I know it looks like scary, like one of those fucking horror movies where the kids are like, look, mommy, and they're drawing like their biggest nightmare or something. But sometimes I'm not good at, well, I don't have any pencils. Let's just start there. And so if I don't have pencils, then I can't erase anything. So if I tried to draw something perfectly, it just doesn't work. So I rather just scribble and make it so imperfect already. That way you can kind of get the gist of whatever. But anyways, I just thought that this was very much suiting for how I've been feeling with just scribble, just focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I'm falling into a fucking little spiral. Bitches can't focus. I feel like I'm just a person in a shell right now that can't fucking focus, that can't think. Everything is blurry. Yeah, that's just, how you feeling? Mwah. And I still have my backdrop up because I feel like I'm going to use it one of these days, because the weather sucks for pictures right now. But I have so many of those that I have to do too. There's a lot that I have to do. Let's just say that. There's a lot that I have to do, and I want to take these acrylic markers and do something with them that's not on paper. Like, maybe I should do my makeup one of these days, because I don't think art on paper right now is cutting it. Like, if I had my tattoo machine still, I'd be tattooing my whole leg right now. It's currently 5:30 p.m. and I've not done shit. I'm just kind of vlogging a whole lot of nothing. I'm about to go get the mail, or packages, should I say. I am honestly terrified to go get my mail, my physical mail, and I might just do it just to make my day worse and see what the fuck happens. Because I have been avoiding my mailbox for, I think, maybe 2 months. Like, for no particular reason, I just keep forgetting. But now that I know that I've been forgetting, now I have anxiety, because that's never a good thing. You're gonna open your mail to a lot of shit. But let's go get packages and mail. Breathe. Don't tell me to breathe. Pour me a shot. Okay, so the good news is nobody was in my mailbox panhandling. Thank God. No tolls. Bills are paid. Debts are paid. And mind you, I always tell you guys, I've never been one that has had debt on my credit report before. And that still remains true. It was just that I was trying to settle a dispute for a while that they were you know how it goes. And then once you are settling a dispute for so long and you don't have a resolution, then they start threatening to send it to collections, and then at that point it would have been a real debt. So I just paid it in full last month, which I told you guys about. Sorry, I'm zoning. I'm not even here. But food noise, y'all. Food has been a thing recently, and I feel like it's an emotional support type of thing, and I'm really trying to, I got a freaking Webster dictionary, word search, word puzzle, a coloring book. Did I show you guys the art that I did earlier? I don't even remember. I posted some on my Instagram story, but I did like a drawing, and then I did like a acrylic. They're pens, but they're also like paint at the same time. I did my own drawings in my blank notebook. And so there's that, and then I'm thinking about hopping on Duolingo and probably doing a couple of Spanish lessons, which I said I was going to do every day, but it's apparently been 15 days already. I'm like, there's no way, I swear. I just practiced like 2 days ago. 15 days already flew by, bro. Time just be flying. But yeah, food noise, yeah. That is, it's a struggle right now. And seeing everybody on the GLP-1, even though I've made content about this before where I'm like, I know exactly why it's being pushed. People are getting paid tens of thousands of dollars to push this stuff. But it's like everybody that I follow is on a GLP-1 right now. And they're all losing weight. Everybody looks fantastic. They look great for the summer. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do this naturally. And I do, because like I said before, I have to deal with this for the rest of my life. I have to figure it out one way or another. Like, I can't lean on tools for the rest of my life, you know? So I am still GLP-1 free, but food noise is an issue, and it's something that I'm still dealing with. Today has been okay. I had 2 salads, and then I had a Greek yogurt, and then I had 2 leftover of my Philly cheesesteak croissant sandwiches or whatever, and those are on my website too. If you guys want to join my weekly recipe drops and my unlimited access to all my workouts and stuff, I do drop really good recipes. But one of the things that helps me stay on track with my food and my macros is when I pre-log everything for the day. When I wake up in the morning and I already put every food item that I plan to eat for the day into my tracker and then stick to those exact measurements. Sometimes I do end up changing things around. Like, I didn't feel like cooking eggs, so I ended up eating leftovers. So that did kind of mess up my macros slightly. Like, I'm 30 calories over what I was originally and maybe lost a couple grams of protein, but I'm hitting like 180 grams of protein anyways, which is really good. I'm happy with that. But the thought of wanting to snack, of wanting something sweet, I've been drinking a lot of water to combat that. I have been limiting my caffeine, so I only had 2 cups today, 2 of my cups. And I was tempted to go to Starbucks. I was tempted to go to Scooters to feel better, but I'm like, I can't just keep leaning on food and drink items to feel better, because it doesn't really make me feel better. I always end up feeling like shit in the long run, that I'm off track and not locked in, which does more damage. So it's just a thought today. I'm thinking about what I want to do for dinner. I have ice cream, my Ninja little cup in there for 200 calories and 20 something grams of protein. I'm like, I can't wait to have that, but I might switch that out for like a peanut butter bar, because before I left for my Airbnb trip, I bought a cocoa bar. It's like 100% cocoa or near that. Oh, look at all that paint on my hand. Artsy bitch. But I was planning on making a recipe that was like a peanut butter chocolate bar. It looked really good. But I don't know if I want to do that or my ice cream. I don't know. I'm going to sit down for now and just finish whatever the fuck I was doing before I have to post on TikTok for my collabs. And I just got a bunch of fits in the mail too. Those are gonna have to get flicked up, but the weather has been ass, and the fucking lighting, it's all been cloudy, so. And I feel like I look like shit, so. Look at that, there's more. So there's these that I need to flick up. I've got a whole ton in my closet, like sorry, it's a mess in here, but this shelf is all dedicated to collabs, like, or promos that I have to do. And then I just got more in. This is why I sell my clothes, or I have yet to actually sell my clothes. I take them to Goodwill. But the Goodwill near me, the girls are probably eating it up. You know what I'm saying? They're getting some good shit, because I sometimes only wear my stuff like a few times before I'm like, the weather's changing already. Another thing that's been helping with food noise, just drinking flavored water. Gots to. Okay, y'all. Last night, I ended up just doing a bunch of word searches and going to bed, listening to, like, lo-fi beats and stuff. So, it's 5:30 a.m. right now. It's the next day, but I'm going to start a new vlog, and hopefully today is a better day. But thank you for stopping by yet again for another vlog.